Welcome to another edition of Inside Carolina's Inside the Lines. I'm Tommy Ashley. That, of course, is Grace Nugent. We are, of course, sponsored by Johnny T-Shirt, JohnnyT-Shirt.com. Selection Day, Monday at noon. The brackets were announced for North Carolina and the rest of the college baseball world. Carolina gets a regional seed, a national seed, and will host today, Grace. It's an interesting dynamic we're going to have here in Boshamer Stadium this weekend.
Oh yeah, I mean, it feels like an old Big 12 football matchup that's coming here, but I don't know if anyone else gets super excited for Regional Monday. I know I do. I'm one of the people that has all of the spreadsheets trying to figure out all of the different variations of who could go where. And North Carolina ended up as the 5 national seed, lower than a lot of people thought. They're after 4 SEC teams. They won the ACC tournament. They were 1 game shy of the ACC regular season. But they have a draw of Oklahoma as the 2 seed, Nebraska as the 3 seed, and Holy Cross as the 4 seed. We knew they were going to get a powerful SEC team. They did. And then Nebraska, none of these teams are anything to be shy about. These are all really good baseball teams. And as we saw last year, Scott Forbes just told us, I mean, they were 1 out away from going into the losers bracket against LIU. Anything can happen in a regional. It's a really unique format, and you can't look past anyone.
Absolutely. That's one thing folks tend to do in these type setups is you see teams, you don't have a Tennessee, you don't have a Florida, you don't have a team like that in your bracket. Like last year, Carolina had LSU, but Oklahoma's dangerous. We'll talk about them in a second. Holy Cross, Long Island took this team to the brink. Holy Cross can do the same. It just takes one great pitching outing from a team and the bats to go quiet. You get Nebraska. Oklahoma, Nebraska, she's too young for it, but I'm thinking about where's Keith Jackson going to be on the call for that one.
I do actually know that.
Well, yeah, I'll give you credit.
Sports nerd.
Grow up in the sports family, know all the old references. But let's talk about pitching. Oklahoma brings one of the best pitchers in the country in.
Oh, Kyson Witherspoon is, I could probably talk about the Oklahoma pitching and just pitching in general for so long, but Kyson Witherspoon is probably one of the best starting pitchers in the nation. I would say that he is the best right-handed starting pitcher in the nation. They just saw Jamie Arnold, who was widely regarded twice actually as the best lefty, and they have a chance to see Kyson. I would guess that he is going to pitch against Nebraska in that first game, but you never really know. He's super dynamic, and then if Carolina keeps going and they get to play Oklahoma again, there's a chance that they will play his twin brother Malachi Witherspoon, who is another starting pitcher on that Oklahoma team. They have a fantastic catcher, Easton Carmichael. Seeing Easton and Luke in one place together will be awesome. Kyson Jake, also fantastic. I mean, for baseball fans, this is just a really awesome thing to look at. Alex Madera and then Jackson Wiltz for Oklahoma. Those are 2 fantastic shortstops. I haven't gone through the full list of Holy Cross or Nebraska. There was a lot of projections saying that Oklahoma was going to come here, so I've done a little bit more research on them. And so, I mean, it's just going to be quality baseball. The Bosch is going to be rocking. We'll see if we get any more Bosch magic. But for UNC, a lot of people, this is looking like maybe more of a favorable one. There was projections that say they could have gotten Florida. They could have gotten some other ones. Now, the SEC championship, the tournament, that kind of shuffled some things around with Ole Miss and Vanderbilt. They're both getting the host, and I mean, Vanderbilt is the number 1 seed, but this is going to be a good regional for sure.
Absolutely. Of course, Nebraska, back-to-back Big Ten championships, Holy Cross Patriot League, Oklahoma, Carolina. It's going to be a wild time here in Boshamer Stadium. Get here to see North Carolina play Friday at noon. Announced just before we got on air here. Friday at noon, North Carolina and Holy Cross. Then Oklahoma and Nebraska will assume the roles here on Bryson Field at Boshamer Stadium. Grace, any last thoughts? It's been a heck of a run for this North Carolina team the last couple of weeks. Winning a series at Florida State, going to Durham to win the ACC tournament, beating that Florida State team, beating a Clemson team that's a really good squad this year. I feel like, as Jackson Vanderbrake and Jake Knapp told us here just before we recorded this, is that they are fully prepared for what's ahead.
Oh, I think so. They are playing their best baseball, it seems like right now. Not just their best, but their most complete baseball. Sometimes the most complete teams, they're going to go all the way. The star power doesn't carry you every single time. And the big thing will be, yes, they've performed in Durham, big situations, in Tallahassee. Will this team step up to the plate when they need to in a regional environment? And then, I mean, Big champ Nebraska. I think we might be glossing over that a little bit. That is a good conference that just got an influx of talent in there. And so that Nebraska-Oklahoma game I think that is going to be really electric. And I mean, obviously, for all the Carolina fans, you're going to come for the first game, but watch the second game. It is going to be awesome. And it'll be really, really interesting to see the 3 different brands of baseball that are coming together from the big Power 4 conferences. I mean, you have Big Ten, you have SEC, and you have ACC. It will be just, I think, so intriguing to see how those all mesh together and play against each other.
Absolutely. Jake Knapp was asked about the rest of the regional, about the rest of the super regional. Of course, they're paired up with 12-seed Oregon. Jake Knapp said one game's on the mind. That's Holy Cross here on Friday at noon. Stay tuned to Inside Carolina for all the coverage. We've been here all year, not going anywhere. From Boshamer Stadium and beyond, I'm Tommy Ashley. That's Grace Nugent, Adam Smith, Jim Hawkins. The whole crowd will be covering this team. Johnny T-Shirt will be sponsoring these shows.